to all of us. I am Wenderos Che Buenaventura. We are going to present to you the Sustainable Development. Sustainable Development. Sustainable development is development that meets the needs of present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. The longer we pursue unsustainable development, the more frequent and severe its consequences are likely to become, which is why we need to take action now. According to Merriam-Webster, the meaning of stability is the quality, state, or degree of being stable, such as the strength to stand or endure. In other words, firmness. What is economic stability? Economic stability is a term used to describe the financial system of a nation that displays only minor fluctuations in output growth and exhibits a consistently low inflation rate. Economic stability is usually seen as a desirable state of a developed country that is often encouraged by the policies and actions of its central bank.
What is sustainability? In 1987, the United Nations Frontline Commission defined sustainability as meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their own needs. It is widely accepted that to achieve sustainability, we must balance economic, environmental, and social factors in equal harmony. Economic sustainability is when human communities across the globe are able to maintain their independence and have access to the resources and finances they require to meet their needs. Environmental sustainability is where ecological integrity is maintained. All of Earth's environmental systems are kept in balance while natural resources within them are consumed by humans at a rate where they are able to replenish themselves. Social sustainability relies on universal human rights and basic necessities being attainable by all people who have access to enough resources in order to keep their families and communities healthy and secure. What does the economy sustainable mean? A sustainable economy is one that is resilient and provides a good quality of life for everybody. It stays within the limits of the planet and helps to keep global warming within the well below 2 degrees Celsius threshold.
The challenges of the 21st century. Facing a complex set of global threats to our future, how do we find a way forward? It is clearly necessary to strengthen the capacity to enforce international law, to reform legal institutions and current mechanisms of international cooperation, which have turned out to be largely inadequate to manage the challenges that we face. Indeed, the United Nations itself and the specialized agencies created to attend to a variety of global problems find themselves increasingly unable to respond to crises, partly due to the lack of appropriate jurisdiction or mandate to act, sometimes because they are inadequately endowed with resources or because, within the limits of existing conceptual frameworks, they simply do not know what to do. A substantial and careful thought through reform effort is needed to enhance dramatically the basic architecture of our global governance system, grounded on fundamental points of law already agreed by states worldwide, and upon foundational principles embedded in the current international order. Such efforts need to strike the right balance between proposals that are so ambitious as to have negligible chances of being seriously considered and proposals that are seen as more politically feasible, but that fail to find meaningful solutions to urgent contemporary problems.
Overcoming the challenges. These problems are predicament encountered in all countries and the required necessary deliberation to properly address or at least limit the negative impact this could incur. The following are possible aspects to consider when confronted by these challenges in order to bring about growth. Number Number 1. Develop a more holistic and organic approach to economic where the social system must be considered dynamic, non-linear, self-organizing, one with intelligent, flexible actors rather than a structural similar market which all tend toward equilibrium. Number 2. This must be an integration of interdisciplinary approach into mainstream, including physiology, political science, biology, physics, sociology, neuroeconomic, and the likes. Number 3. The economic policies and regulation must also draw consequences from the newest development.
Approaches to growth. Number 1. Rollover effect. Rollover effect. This refers to the domination of GDP index in measurement of performance of national economies. Number 2. More growth. More growth. This refers to that better economies are indicated by their capacity to produce more goods. Number 3. Amended growth. Amended growth refers to other indexes aside from GDP such as HDI or Human Development Index. Number 4. End of growth. End of growth, Tyler Cowen in this slower pace of innovation used a metaphor to explain this. There are no low-hanging fruit anymore.
Sustainable Development and the Promises of 17 SDG. In September 2015, the United Nations made history when 193 member states, including the Philippines, unanimously adopted 17 Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs that serve as centerpiece for post-2015 in development agenda. The promises of 17 SDGs are no poverty, end of poverty in all its form everywhere, zero hunger, end hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture, good health and well-being, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages, quality education, ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Gender equality. Achieve gender equality, empower all women and girls. Clean water and sanitation. Ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Affordable and clean energy. Ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Decent work and economic growth. Promote sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. Industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. Reduce inequalities. Reduce inequality within and among countries. Sustainable cities and communities. Make cities and human settlement inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Responsible consumption and production. Ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Climate action. Take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts by regulating emission and promoting developments and renewable energy. Life below water. Conserve and sustainably use the ocean, seas, marine resources for sustainable development. Life on land. Protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem, sustainably manage forests, and combat desertification. Peace, justice, and strong institution. Promote peaceful and inclusive society for sustainable development. Provide access to justice for all. Build effective, accountable, and inclusive institution at all levels. Partnership for the goals. Strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development.
Hello everyone, my name is Mark Alejo. In the hopes of the end of diverse problems that confront every country, the SDG offers the tangible corrective plans that could limit the difficulties encountered by countries to produce tangible outcomes. The SDG in overall support the goals of each nation towards sustainable development and quality living.